Moin moin and hello, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We are at the shop. I drove us away from our previous from our previous job that we finished to here. Our previous end. I need to buy a bag of fertilizer because we are empty and I need to go to the next field. So I want to do this with you so you can see what we're spending and you kinda get a feel for it as I do. And we are looking at, by the way, final decision I made. It will be this field. It will be field 13 because we can spread out to buy either field 16 after or maybe even field 8 and turn this into our farming stat later on. Or field 16 is also on the list to be our farming stat later. Because price-wise they're not that much apart. And if we need to expand our farm stat later, we can also buy field 15. Because I think these fields are good expansion-wise. This costs 189,000, very expensive, yes. But we also have cheaper ones, 120,000, 68,000. And then we can farm on these first, obviously, and then we can expand later. And we can also buy fields that are not in our close vicinity for obvious reasons, right? So I sent a worker to do their hoeing work. I hope they can manage to get there because they have to go like that weird road there, which they always mess stuff up. And I set us up to go fertilizing. We need to go to 97, which we'll do after. We go first to 25, which is on the bottom right-hand corner. Checked again. Harvesting contracts, nothing available. So we do what we do now. I saw the mowing contract pop up, but 1,700 is not enough for us. So I'm gonna get to the, wait, is the bale rip? No, it's square bales again. Unlucky. So we'll get us to field 25 and then I will pick you back up once I'm there. So we're at field 25. We have arrived. Had a bit of complications as usual with the worker. I'm almost tempted to turn off traffic just because this keeps happening all the time and will happen more often. This was not the last time for sure this happened because this, at some point the street, especially near the bridge over there, which is, I can show you on the map, which is right down here, this area, the whole area here, you can see the street kind of narrows down. There's no traffic on this street. But yeah, they like to just get stuck on traffic randomly. Like they just can't, even on a two-way road, a bit further after the bridge where they get to their job, even they just get stuck every time there's a little bit of traffic there. So I'm considering, which is kind of bad because I'd like to have the traffic on because it makes the city more alive, right? It doesn't, at least it doesn't feel like you're on your own here, which would be great if there would, by the way, Giants, if you're listening, if there would be, I know performance-wise you need to figure this out, but if there's other people working on their fields visibly for you to see tractors driving around, even if they're low resolution tractors and don't look as great as these, at least you see something getting done in real time and not such just a snap with the fingers and the fields are switched. I think that would be a very great addition and people would love this. Like just the aliveness it would bring to the map and you would feel not alone in the universe. SnowRunner, for example, doesn't have anything happening in its world in terms of like traffic or anything like this. So you could be a forerunner in the farming. I mean, you're literally the monopoly farming sim, and you could be the showing off a little bit your muscles, Giants, and have the fields actually being actively worked on. I would love it, honestly. I would absolutely love it, and I mean that in the most constructive way. It just would add so much to the factor of realism. Absolutely insane. So consider it if you want to. We are almost done. Back to the thing at hand. We're almost done with the field. We're actually done with the field. So we're gonna crash in here. I'm crashing out, yeah. I'm gonna get my money and then we will have a look. Is there any more fertilizing happening? There's a weeding contract popped up, but this is like minimalistic. Stone picking, yeah, good luck with that. Even though Why are these contracts popping up? Does anybody know? Leave a comment down below if you know why these pop up, because it shouldn't. I have field stones turned off, so there shouldn't be any field stones popping up. I have lime, weeds required, field destruction, crop destruction on, and disaster obviously on. Yeah, so I will get to the next fertilizing contract and then we will consider what we will do afterwards. So I'm gonna go, where do I need to go? 97. So I'll meet you back once I'm at 97. By the way, do you want me to cut out the driving scenes, or do you want me to leave them in? That would be a question I would like to know, because I can leave them in in the time lapse, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below. So we have arrived at field 97. I thought it was the one behind the gate there, but it's not. It's this one here. So we're just gonna leave the navigation as is. It's one headland anyway most of the time with fertilizing, so we're not gonna adjust much. I thought if there's no useful jobs popping up, we might pop over to our old tractor and just use it for the hoeing job at 63, which is quite a big one. But maybe for a change would be nice to see another tractor for you and for me. I mean, we have been sitting in this, even though it's really comfortable because it's not so loud and I don't have to feel like yelling at the tractor noise. Even though when I play it privately, if I play it on a private Let's Play, the Fiat Agri, which is loud, I enjoyed quite a bit because, you know, there doesn't matter if it's loud because I'm not commenting on my gameplay, but when you comment on your gameplay and the tractor is screaming at you, like, yeah, because it's like on full RPM constantly, you get a little earwee in the end, you know, you get a bit of tinnitus going. So yeah, so I'm gonna get this done, figure something out what we do next, and then I'll pick you back up once I figure this out and we are on the way to somewhere. But just to catch you back up in, I finished field 97. We're gonna take the money. And as you can see, another field came up, field 59, which is right next to it. It's quite gigantic. Will be also weird driving of the GPS. And we will need a refill in between 100% because I'm almost guaranteed to not last the whole field with my current liters left. Wait, our worker finished? Yeah, let's do that together while we're here. Worker finished. Let's accept the money from that. We should be close. We should be able to buy the field this episode if I hurry a little up with my micromanagement. Create job. Let's hope it does it again. Send them to here so they can go and work. And then we had 93,000. So after this, we should be able to buy the field. And maybe tend to it. What is planted on it? Let's have a look real quick. Accept all. It is planted wheat. We have wheat on. Oh no, I'm tripping. It's not wheat. Or is it? No, it's not wheat. What is plant? Corn? Oh, corn is planted on it. How far is the growth stage? Oh, we can leave then the corn on there. And then harvest the corn. Yeah, perfect. I mean, this is actually good because, you know, we don't have to do much to it. We have to fertilize it maybe, which we will definitely do. And then I might even buy the mower on that is on sale if we manage to do more stuff. I mean, I still got time in June left. So we finished field. I forgot the name. I forgot the number already. Something something. We finished field something something. 59, almost 69. Nice. So we have enough money. Do we have enough money? I think we have enough money. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, to buy our field. We're going to visit it. The growth stage are 3 out of 7. It is fully fertilized. It's owned by Walter. Very cool. Price per hectare, 65,000. So yeah, we will buy field number 13. Bit off the grid, in my opinion. But, I mean, not that much, actually, no? Like, it's... How much is this here? 91,000. But the expansion potential is, in my opinion, the worst here. Because you get this, then this. It's not too bad either, though. But I don't want to build around the shop. It's kind of lame. I don't get to drive my equipment anywhere from the shop. I hate to be right next to the shop in most of the place. I like the commotion, I forgot how you call it. I like to drive to the shop and back to get my stuff from there. Call me weird. Could be. Pretty possible. So we are buying field 13. Cost us 95,300. We will be left with almost 4K in the bank. We have to do nothing to the field right now, so we're just gonna leave it, enjoy it, and I'm going to take a screenshot of it, and then I will pick you back up once we got our next job going. I'm back. Oh, damn. Sorry, I got a bit zoned out. I was screenshotting so I can have a picture for the thumbnail from the sky. So I used flight mode and stuff, you know, get stuff done there. We are going to fertilize field 97 again. Apparently the owner liked our work so much that he wants a double fertilization. So we are doing that. We got nothing to do with our field. It is perfect as it is. There's literally zilch to do. It's fertilized, it's in the 3rd growth stage, so we need to wait a little bit. Should it... I think one stage is 1 month, so that's 4 months from now. That's July, August, September, October. So it will be ready in October, so perfect. I mean, was it harvesting at the 7th stage or at the... after the 7th stage? So it would be ready in November, if it's that way. If I remember right. I'm not entirely sure. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. You should be able to. I mean, these are pre-recorded episodes, so don't forget that. Answering to comments is done by me as the episodes release, but reacting to the comments in the video will be most likely a week later, because I pre-record in bulk for 1 week, essentially, because it gives me time to relax, because I suffer from... I say suffer on purpose. I suffer from severe ADHD and or depression. You can add all of it into one pot, honestly. And I mean, it's comorbidities, right? From ADHD also, they come along. So I give myself time to have off hours, a lot of off hours. Sadly, I wish I could grind more and release more episodes, even like 2 episodes a day, but this is just not possible. I would die on that hill. Just that would not be possible. That is completely out of my realm. I would love to start another series, maybe in a different game. Actually, I would like to have a casual farming simulator series with plenty of equipment, a ready farm with some cows on there, or some pigs or whatever, you know, like just have a casual farm going. Where am I missing percentage? I don't know where I'm missing percentage. This must be like a small corner somewhere. By the way, you can distinguish which lines you have done, if they're gray or not. See, these white lines are not gray. Because I haven't driven over this here. Maybe this is missing. These are the last 2%. I figured it out. It was like a weird spot in between these 2 GPS lines. Like I didn't drive them properly. I don't know what happened there. I got no idea. We fixed it. We got it done. Did anything else pop up? I think I saw another fertilizing contract, wasn't there? I know this was this one that we just did. So there's no more fertilizing contracts. What I thought about doing is we're taking over the hoeing contracts from our worker, send them back. What has he done here? He's almost done though. Where's the deadwood contract? Let me have a look. Oh, it's up there. So we're gonna do the deadwood contract and then pick up the hoeing device from the worker and do hoeing job that is left for 2054, which is also here close. So it's everything around here. Let's accept that. So I'm gonna get there and pick it up when I'm holding my chainsaw in my hand. So we arrived at our first tree to be cut down. I'll leave the tractor running. I'm gonna cut it like this, so it doesn't... I think it should fall to the left, right? Yeah, exactly. So when the chainsaw, depending on where the chainsaw comes in from, if I would have cut like this, it would have fallen like that way. Not, hopefully not on top of my tractor. Get that tree cut. It doesn't matter where they fall. Like, I'm not using them. Like I said, I tried the wood chipper. I had no fun doing it. I don't know, I don't have so much fun doing forestry. It feels a little janky, in my opinion. I need to see if I can change that. Well, gonna get the deadwood contract done. Well, we got a little problem. That is the contract tree right over there, and I cannot reach it. So what we are going to do, we're gonna turn on flight mode and hope I can't go there. I still can't go there. Okay. Then we only have one option left. We need to accept first our money from the hoeing contract for that worker done, and then we need to add ourselves, we need to cancel this contract and add ourselves 1050 euro because the contract bugged, and it's not my fault. I wish it was, but it's not my fault. See, the tree disappeared. So we're gonna do the console. You can watch me do it. I will have you here for it. 1050. There we go. Now we got 1050 on the upper right hand corner, you can see it. And now we got paid for the contract, which I could not finish because of a bug. And we need to get to the worker and get the hoeing device, so we can do the hoeing contract. I haven't seen anything else pop up. I will check in between while doing all the fiddling about with the hoe and the fertilizing device, because I will give that to the worker. Because I saw the worker struggle a little bit on the uphill battle there. And I think the hoe on the when it needs to go on the hill is a bit too heavy for it. Yeah, that might be a thing. Wait, no, we will go from up there. That makes much more sense. Alright, I'm gonna get all of this done and then we'll talk again once we're at the next hoeing job. So we're at field 54, which is right next to a grain elevator. Is this a grain elevator or is this a sawmill? I think that's like a sawmill here, no? We need to de-weed this field, or we need to de-weed this field. The jobs are running slow. More harvesting jobs popped up, or at least one more. It's all spinach. We're literally getting trolled by the game. Nobody planted barley. Is this spinach? Did I choose a map where there's only spinach being used, being planted? Do I need to look for a mod to harvest spinach easier? Like a tractor harvester? Is there such thing? Is there a spinach harvester for a tractor? I'd like to know. I don't think there is. I mean, I don't know in real life, but I don't think there's in the game. Yes, worker, I know you're blocked by an object. And I know what you're blocked by. Yeah, traffic. See, that is why I'm considering to removing traffic. Just because I can send my worker easier around and get them get them have jobs done so we can do our thing here. And you switch all the way back. There we are. So yeah, maybe I will remove traffic for the next episode. I kinda don't want to though. I like it. Okay? I like being in traffic with my equipment and stuff. So we're done with the field, with the hoeing job. I'm gonna park here and turn off the tractor, and we can have a little chit chat real quick, because I think let's get the cash, obviously 2,200. So we're back to 14,700 for the next episode. I need to see what we could do with a little more money. I thought about the mower, but in the end you need a front piece for the mower, which costs quite a bit of money. Let me have a look real quick before we say goodbye. I want to include you in all of this, you know. I don't want to do this alone. At least I want to explain and show. So we get this in the shop right now, the Nova Cut, and the front piece fitting to it costs 13,000. I could buy this, which is a little bit of a lower power and goes 2 kilometers an hour slower, but it's only 5K. But you need this size for it, which would make sense. Wouldn't be too bad. That would be 38,800. Would it be? Yeah, 38,000 exactly. 38,500. Man, mathing. Okay, well, I'm gonna look. Maybe we'll buy this next episode and we have a mower for things. We don't have a baler, we don't have a foraging wagon, but they are affordable foraging wagons, so that is not a problem. Could be an option. Well, we'll see in the next episode, and then we'll see what jobs are there and if we skip time to do harvesting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're okay. Stay safe out there. Give somebody a hug you love. And we see each other in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye.